These are the decks that no one is paying attention to, but are really, really strong. Rogue in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is often defined as a deck that is built to beat other decks or just good decks that aren't being played in abundance. In this video, I'm going to be giving you some strategies that are often forgotten but are really good in today's meta, as well as the reason why, because I'm telling you, these decks are the sauce. So of course, if you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to destroy that like button. I mean, seriously, let's see if we can get this video to 1,000 likes. And if we do, I mean, I don't know, in infinity or beyond or something, like, you know, Buzz Lightyear type vibes. Also, be sure to post down below in the comment section what are some other rogue strategies. I know I'm going to be missing your favorite archetype, so just go ahead and rant about it all down below in the comment section before and after I get to talk about these strategies. A strategy that everyone has been sleeping on, and I have a little bit of bias to it, is the Cyber Dragon strategy. Now, players might not know, but outside of Dinos, Cyber Dragons are probably my love child. I mean, how could you say no to an ultimate rare Cyber Dragon I've had since a kid? I mean, I don't like GX, but I love me some Cyber Dragon. The Cyber Dragon strategy is focused around one thing and one thing only: Cyber Dragon. All of your Cyber Dragon monsters become Cyber Dragon while on the field and graveyard, and they all have some pretty unique effects to get you Cyber Dragon Infinity to your side of the field. Now, there were two huge problems for the Cyber Dragon strategy. The first one was that, this deck had no going first place. Cyber Dragon couldn't consistently make a great going first board. I mean, Cyber Dragon Infinity is great and all, but if that's your only source of disruption, then your opponent's gonna have a good time. Infinity plus True King of all calamities is amazing, but the problem with that is that that's not always possible. I think good Cyber Dragon players have realized that we can give the Hotline Bling Drake to the old True King of all calamities variant and just summon Red Eyes Dark Dragoon like everyone else is doing. Making a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Cyber Dragon Infinity in just 2 cards in your hand is pretty good, especially seeing that this combo was almost unhand-trappable. You're gonna at least wind up with some form of disruption no matter what hand trap your opponent plays. Cyber Dragon is also a master of going second. Just by having Cyber Dragon in its name, you can get rid of cards on your opponent's extra monster zone, as well as certain monsters on their side of the field like Invoked Mechaba, for your own Cyber Dragon cards for free. It also checks all of the boxes when it comes to a great going second deck: mass destruction, multiple attack monsters, and the pinch hit for being able to play through disrupts. I think Cyber Dragon is not only one of the most underrated rogue strategies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, I think it is too strong. When I speak of rogue, I swear this deck is almost on every list, but it's now even more powerful than before just because of how the meta has developed. The Evil Eye strategy feels a little too balanced at first sight. Your main card is Surza, Watcher of the Evil Eye. Upon its summon, it allows you to get an Evil Eye card from your deck to your hand. It also allows you to destroy an opponent's special summon monster. At the cost of next turn, you have to destroy a card you control. Now, the entire Evil Eye theme is pretty much this. It gives you a little bit of power in return of balance. Its main spell card, Evil Eye Selene, does give your cards a little bit of immunity, but at the cost of a lot of life points. But here is where we take those weaknesses and turn them into a strength. Seeing that we have to destroy cards on the following turn after Surza is activated, destroying cards like Artifact Lancia on your opponent's turn will not only trigger its effect to summon itself to the side of the field, but now you have a way to tribute it to prevent your opponent from banishing. The same thing can be said for a card like Artifact Scythe, which is still really powerful because it does prevent your opponent from going through the extra deck. You can combine Evil Eye with so many other strategies if you wish. You can combine it with Unchained to destroy your Unchained cards so you can get Unchained effects. Never would have thought it worked like that, right? You can destroy true Draco spell and trap cards to be able to gain their abilities. My favorite way to play Evil Eye is the pure variant. Evil Eye of Gorgoneo allows you to increase the attack of one of your monsters by the differential of you and your opponent's life points. You should already know what this means. Using cards like Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, as well as Evil Eye Selene could put you at the lowest amount of life points. You slap on that Evil Eye Gorgoneo and congratulations, you have a Cerzio that can one-shot your opponent. The Evil Eye strategy is a different breed of anti-meta. I've been trying to get you guys hooked on this strategy for a long time. Players have used price to justify it, you can't anymore. With the 2020 Mega 10, Cerzio sits at as low as $1 each. There is no reason for you not to have the strategy and not needed, then to find out that you actually like the artwork and the cards and just not have it. Now I know we're getting kind of spooky in October. To be real, Overwatch just released the Halloween event, so I'm gonna go play that right after this. Spooky things are still on my mind, and this strategy actually just so happens to fit multiple themes while being a competitive rogue strategy. The zombie world strategy can be a complete terror for some of the top meta decks. I remember when I was actually paired up with a zombie world player playing Dino in YCS Vegas, boy, I was sweating bullets until there was a repair, so whew, dodged a bullet there. But the zombie world strategy is really good at disrupting decks that need particular monsters on their side of the field. Take for example how Dino needs dinosaur monsters in order to operate, or Infernobles love to have warrior monsters on their side of the field. Just by activating zombie world, you immediately give your opponent a harder time. Doom King Ballardrock is also the move because he can not only special summon himself from the graveyard to your side of the field during each standby phase, he actually allows you to either banish a card on the field or graveyard or negate the effect of a zombie monster. The same zombie monsters that Zombie World just turned them into. Zombie World also did not care about your opponent's Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. It already mainboarded 3 copies of Super Polymerization, so yeah, good luck being able to keep that monster on your side of the field. It is a really good budget deck with natural outs to the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. It's definitely a strategy that you should consider monitoring, unless you gotta buy the structure decks, because I had to buy the structure decks just recently and they ain't cheap. The Buster Blader strategy isn't really a new concept, but players are starting to The Buster Blader strategy isn't a new concept, but players are starting to realize that the Buster Dragon Destruction Swordsman lock is really good in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially considering that one of the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a dragon deck. Dragon Swordsman of Destruction Sword gains 1000 attack for every single dragon monster in your opponent's graveyard and can inflict piercing damage. This card on its own can literally end games against Dragon Link. Also forgot that the card negates dragon monsters effects, so yeah. Heretic Seal and Borreload Savage Dragon, it's not looking good for you. And also while going against strategies like Infernoble Knight and Dino, Buster Dragon can turn all of their monsters into dragon monsters. The same monsters that they need to be warrior and dinosaur respectively, so this is not good for them. Buster Blader is a really strong deck, and if you guys want to see a deck profile, destroy that like button, but don't do it twice because it unlikes the video, and unless you got another account. Then watch the video, click on ads, and destroy that like button again. Also, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section that that's something you want to see. I don't necessarily have it scheduled, so you guys really got to impress me with this like-comment ratio. And the last strategy is a strategy that can save us from all of the terrors of October. I never thought I'd be saying this, but heroes are really good right now. Like seriously, heroes are a lot better than what people give it credit. Heroes are one of the only competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks that don't have this break my board type of style. The hero strategy is amazing at going first, using cards like Masked Hero Acid and Absolute Zero to clear your opponent's front row and back row, but also has a clear game plan when you summon Elemental Hero Sunriser to search Miracle Fusion. This deck has so many ways to clear your opponent's board. Your opponent making that ultra insane disruption board is a little easier when you're playing a hero strategy. The cool thing is that I haven't even gotten to talk about the Fanboy card, which is of course Masked Hero Darklaw. This card allows you to banish all cards on your opponent's side of the field. It's a one-sided macrocosmos that punishes your opponent from searching. Gee, I wonder what strategies would hate having all their cards banished and also hate having cards being plucked out of their hand for searching. You never would know. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's no strategies in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! That Darklaw wouldn't affect negatively. I feel the problem with heroes is since players don't see heroes have any great going first negation type cards, they write it off as a not good going first deck. But a masked hero Dark Law with an absolute 0 on the field and a mass change set face down means that you can clear your opponent's front row, back row, and banish every single card that they would want to commit to the board. Well, that's all that I have for the top 5 rogue strategies that can dominate today's Yu-Gi-Oh meta, as well as some really good reasons why. Of course, if you like this video, then be sure to destroy that like button, but don't do it multiple times on the same account unless it's an odd number. And also be sure to check out my other videos, as it has some vital information on this Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Well anyways, I'll catch you on the next video.